Hello, assalamu alaikum, and a very warm welcome to PTV World HD. Today is the second day of Eid, and you are watching the special Eid transmission on PTV World HD called Eid-ul-Fitr. And with me, I am Rafae Sohail, and with me today is Eesha. Well, Eesha, how are you doing? Eid Mubarak and assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum salam. Eid Mubarak to you as well. And I am doing absolutely great, Rafae. How are you? How has your Eid been?
My Eid has been very hectic, very busy because I've spent my entire Eid, well, up till now, over here at PTV World.
Oh, a dedicated man. I think we all need to be like Rafae and commit to our work. So yeah.
So Eesha, how has your Eid been going up to now?
It's been going great, and I feel like what I love most about Eid is the pre-Eid festivities. You go out shopping, you go for mehndi, you buy new clothes, and you receive a lot of gift baskets and give a lot of gifts as well. So I've been busy and I've been very happy.
That's the thing, I think Eid-ul-Fitr is mostly for women and girls, because they go out there, they buy their bangles and henna and, so much preparations, shoes matching with the outfit and, so many things you have to, look out for and manage.
Exactly. And, I feel like Eid is a little dull for boys. So I think girls enjoy more. And I'm so glad to be a girl, especially on Eid.
Well, we have a lot of girls here in the studio. We have our guests in studio right now. And to my right, we have been joined by Zainab Bukhari. And she is our lovely anchor person, and I've spent many shifts with her doing news, and it's always been amazing. She has a great energy which surrounds herself, and it fills the entire newsroom as well. Welcome to the show, Zainab. How are you doing?
Thank you so much. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. I am doing great.
That's great indeed. And to my left, we have been joined by Rabia Khan. She is an entrepreneur, and she also owns a nail spa, and she's also a lifestyle blogger. Assalamu alaikum, Rabia. How are you doing? Eid Mubarak.
Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak. First of all, it's Rabia Kiran, not Rabia Khan.
Oh, my bad.
That's okay.
My
That's
bad.
Okay. It's okay.
We all are not
Every time at every show, I have to correct my name. But Eid Mubarak to you. How are you doing?
I am very well, and I'm very sorry because the sleepless nights that we have,
yeah, I know,
and you also have some Johar Shanda by yourself because you're not feeling well.
Yeah, sneezing and not feeling
So
well.
same on my side. And also we have been joined by our little tiny guest Fiona Joy, who is a violinist and she is a singer, and she is only 14 years old. Assalamu alaikum, Fiona. How are you doing?
I'm fine. What about you?
I am doing very well. Well, Eesha,
Yes.
let's start with Eid, and let's start with the dishes that are made on Eid.
Yes. I feel like Eid is not complete without dishes. After fasting the whole month, we need to eat yummy food, and no dieting, no nothing. We're supposed to not feel guilty. So what do you guys like to make? What is that one dish in your house that has to be made on Eid, the classic special? Let's start off with Ma'am Zainab.
Well, of course, the traditional kheer has to be there because this is meaty Eid. So we need that kheer for sure that my mother makes, and it's exceptionally amazing, and we're always waiting for that.
I'm sorry to give my opinion on this, but personally, I feel like, kheer and sevaiya, they're so basic.
No,
we need to
sevaiya
elevate these dishes, Why don't we have caramel crunch kheer or pistachio kheer or chocolate sevaiya, something like that.
Non-traditional thing.
No, it is
there,
traditional, huh? But you elevate it, you make it more tasty. So please, Mom.
You can elevate it as much, but sevaiya to Eid is like pakoras to the rosas.
Oh, that's
It
a
has
fact.
to be there.
It's
It
a
has to
classic
be there.
traditional
Yeah.
Eid dish that we all love.
Yeah.
What about you, Fiona? What does your mom make on Eid?
She makes kheer.
Kheer,
makes kheer.
another kheer.
This only suggests that how traditional we are and how we stick to our traditions and culture. And Eid is all about sevaiya, and Eid is all about
Culture
kheer.
And I see, Fiona, you have some mehndi on your hands. Can you show us your mehndi? It looks so beautiful. Who did it?
My mommy.
Oh my God, I need your mommy's number, please. Because I always throw a tantrum a day before Eid. There's something wrong with my mehndi. I don't like it. My mehndi artist is going out of town. So yeah, please, I will need your mommy's number after the show.
So you have a mehndi artist? Like a full-fledged mehndi artist?
Wow.
Wow.
I don't go slow on my mehndi. You know, I have so many traumatic mehndi stories that my family can relate to. So we will get into those. I will talk about
You know,
that.
yesterday I was watching a reel. So this lady goes to a mehndi wala area, right? And there's this woman. She's applying, you know, like thappas, the prints, the stamps, the block stamps, right? And she chose that. ठीक है, वो ऊपर से they're all black, right, and brown. So you can't really tell what exactly in the night time. So you know, she puts her hand forward, and then the lady, she applies the stamp, the block, and it goes up, and it says Shaukat. And she goes like, ये आपने क्या मेरे शौकत वाला ठप्पा लगा दिया? Obviously, it's not a given that you know, her spouse is Shaukat.
Exactly.
So she goes like,
damn.
oh baji, मैं तो अनपढ़ ना, you know, I'm like, आप देख लेते. You should have known it's, you know, Shaukat is written. I was
You
like,
better get married to a shocker.
What if she was already married?
Oh no.
so you know that, you know, you were just mentioning, you
Disaster.
know, what are some bloopers or, you know,
Some
Eid
tidbits,
disasters.
huh?
So mehndi disasters. This was one of the
We
Eid
didn't know
the
Rafae
mehndi
would
disaster that I
have one.
witnessed on a reel. So yeah, I really hope that her
Ours
spouse's
can't be
name
that
was
good.
Shaukat, but that's highly doubtful though.
Okay,
So
now let's move on to Ma'am Rabia. So, Acha, I want to know, you know, mashallah, you're dressed so well and you own a nail spa and you're an entrepreneur, so you must be very fashionable. So, Acha, is it you who is very fashion conscious in your family, or is it someone else?
I think we all are, but I would say I'm not fashion conscious. I know I can do fashion. I know fashion. कोई conscious होने वाली बात ही
so
नहीं
it's
है.
just you know, second nature to
I
you. You
wake
don't
up
need to
in
be
fashion.
conscious.
I love the
I
confidence.
go to sleep in fashion.
Rainy
So
day.
I'm always like, the hair is, you know, properly blow dried and the nails are always done. Like everything is done. So, like I'm like this from morning till night because of my work.
Exactly. You know,
Because
you
of my
have
work.
to do
I don't
personal
have to
PR.
put in any effort.
If people see you being put together and well dressed, they will come to you.
That is the thing. Like I always say, if you go to a doctor, अगर doctor नहीं
So Rabia is saying that she is fashion.
I am absolutely. There's no
She's the
question
embodiment
point
of
being
fashion.
conscious.
She's yeah. Okay, I wanted to ask everyone. You know, sometimes we have very lazy people in our households, and then we have people who are go-getters. You know, they prep everything a month before, bookings, appointments, traveling, packing, dishes, menus. So, what are you guys like?
I'm the one who's highly organized. Everything pre-planned, on point. I hate getting late. Everything has to be on time. So I get in a lot of trouble because of that as well. And my
How do you get in trouble
so?
with
because
that?
my family or other people around, they
they're
don't
lazy.
resonate much with that. Not other people are going to be as punctual as I am or as on time as I am. So that is a problem. That is why I am the one who's
And
always
sometimes
waiting,
you're there and the host
frustrated.
is not there.
It has happened a couple of times.
A lot
It
of
has.
times, yeah.
actually.
What? Tell us about it.
Yeah, and then it's 5 बजे पहुंचना है, so I'm like, if I have to be somewhere at 5, I will be sure that I have to leave at 4:45 to be there at 5. And the gharwalas are not there till 6.
It has happened a lot of times at weddings. That
Yes.
I am on time, and when I reach the
Birthdays,
venue,
weddings,
they're actually
high teas.
cleaning the previous mess. So
Yeah.
I'm sitting there already.
So they're not even ready to host
no,
you yet.
not at all.
Oh, wow.
So
You know, this
is
is an issue with our Pakistani culture. It's embedded in our minds that if the
1
time
hour
is
late
7,
to
we
is
have to be 1 hour
fashionably
late.
late.
Fashionably.
It's just that the late is because you're a diva. You know, you have to be late. It's just a thing.
What
Right,
about
right.
Shouldn't be.
Yeah.
So
Shouldn't
Fiona,
be.
what about you? What do you like to do for preparations? If you have to go somewhere, you know, you sing and you play. So how do you like to prepare for it?
I'm not that time conscious. I'm not that lazy as well. I'm in the mid. Like, if I need something ready, I'll ready my clothes and everything a day before. And like, I have to prepare songs and everything. If a person tells me earlier, the song will be good and it will be like nicely remembered. But because of lack of time, then that can't
You know,
happen.
since you just spoke about a song and, you know, preparing for a song, why don't you give us a tune on your violin?
Of course.
Let's go for it. Wow, that was amazing.
Well, she
That was
truly
amazing.
deserves a
So
round
we
of
all know this
applause.
song, right?
Yes,
Did you guess it? Did you guess it?
Yes,
Did you guess it?
Yes.
Dil diyan galla, right?
Of course. But you're amazing, bache. Lovely,
Yeah,
mashallah.
exactly. And you know, oh, I'm so sorry.
No, that's all right. Fiona, they say that people who play the violin, they have higher IQs. Because it takes a lot of skill, the muscles, and you know, you need to be on focus, on point with your optics, and you know, on with your muscles, because there's a lot of minute movements in this,
Yes.
right? So little micro movements create different sounds.
Yes.
So
Because there's a complete fingerboard, like you've seen the guitar.
Yeah.
There are frets over there, and in this there are no
there
frets.
aren't any, yeah.
So you don't know where to put the finger. That lies on your muscle memory. That where you have to put your finger, or what. Even a nanometer of a difference can make another whole new thing over there.
So it can lead to a tremendous difference.
Yes.
So they also say that you know, learning the violin is it's the most difficult instrument to learn, the
Yes.
violin. So is that true?
Yes, it's true.
Wow, so
many
we
people
have-
leave it in the mid that it's extremely hard. We cannot do it. We're not. We don't have time. We don't have that much of. Like we can't do it.
The
They leave
dedication
it.
also.
They
the
don't
way-
dedicate their time to send, and then they can't do it. They can't learn it.
Exactly. And you
Right,
know what I
right.
love about Fiona is that she's breaking a lot of stereotypes. In our culture, going into the field of music is, you know, considered highly taboo. And even if people do go, so they end up, you know, playing the guitar. But I feel like for the first time, I've seen someone play the violin so beautifully and pursue it as a profession. So I'm so proud of you, Beta. I love
Thank you
you
so
so much, and I love your talent. Yeah.
Well, that's great. So let's move on to these trivia questions that we have. We
Yes,
have a
you know, we
game
have some
ready, and we
fun
have
games.
some trivia questions that we want to ask our guests here. So why don't you go ahead and start with that?
Yes, all right. So my first question is, let's go with Ma'am Rabia first, okay? So, what is
Rabia,
Rabia? This was gonna
ये
get
देखो, ये
cancelled.
मुझको पसंद नहीं आई ये बात.
ये लड़की मुझे पसंद नहीं आई. So
Nails कराने आपने या नहीं कराने?
Ooh, for free?
पहले
for
आपके
double,
नाम
for
की-
double.
No, I'm gonna charge extra. All right. Acha, what is that? Okay, you have to answer very, very fast, okay? What is that one eat food that you cannot resist?
सवैया.
Spania. Acha, what is the one place that you want to visit?
Greece.
Ooh, Greece. Acha,
Why Greece?
ah.
It's in my bucket list, Santorini. I want to go there.
Let's go for
I
it.
don't know.
Acha, that one
Just because
child-
I haven't been there yet.
Cool.
Ah, I like that. I like that. Acha, what about a childhood memory that makes you laugh or makes you smile? Oh, that was a big laugh. That was a big laugh.
Jessica, you would know.
Jessica, we need to know.
We need to know Jessica. Who's Jessica? We need to know.
Jessica Benjamin, she was my friend in my boarding. I was in Murray boarding. And but I can't tell what happened. But
No, you have to tell
the
what
laugh,
happened.
The laugh.
I'm gonna make you call Jessica.
We will track down Jessica.
Call me like Jessica.
जल्दी से
Call.
कुछ और याद कर दूं, जल्दी से कुछ और याद कर दूं. But no, yeah, there are a lot of memories. But nobody could relate to it. लेकिन मुझे याद आ गई. बस मैं हंस रही है काफी है.
No, but what do you mean? You know, we just want
हमने भी हंसना है. हमने और हंसना है.
we want to know. The world wants to know.
I don't know. वो वाली मैं नहीं बता सकती क्योंकि वो on air तो बिल्कुल नहीं बता सकती.
अच्छा,
जो
चलो,
बता
number 2.
सकती हूँ I think हाँ, लेकिन वो इतनी आप लोग के लिए इतनी funny नहीं है. बस ये कि you know जब आप बड़े over हो रहे होते कि I'm looking the best ये वो and in front of the whole auditorium you like fall down like
Oh no.
face down like in a very bad way.
Oh no.
And then everybody you know.
हाँ तो pencil heels नहीं पहननी थी ना. लंबी chains की. चलें जी, next question. Let's go for
All
it.
right, next question. Acha, what is that one movie that you've watched more than 5 times shamelessly?
I can do like Bollywood, Hollywood कोई भी नाम ले सकती हूँ. You know.
Let's stick with Hollywood.
कोई भी ले सकती हैं.
Behind Enemy Lines.
Ooh,
I watched it
Behind
like
Enemy
100
Lines.
times.
Ooh, Acha, I've heard of it, but I've never.
Oh,
now
I
I'll watch
love it. Love it.
Do you recommend it? I'll go home
Yes,
and watch it today.
absolutely.
Perfect.
Everyone.
I recommend it too. It's you have to watch
Everyone
that.
must.
Yeah.
Okay, next, let's go on with Fiona. Okay, Fiona, you know, since you're a singer, what is that one song that is stuck in your head all the time?
All of me.
Ooh, All of Me from John Legend?
Yes.
Oh, that's so sweet. That's honestly so sweet. Acha, what is that one word that describes your personality?
Cute.
Cute. I agree. This deserves a round of applause.
That's so cute. Oh, mashallah.
Challenging. Moving on.
Okay, what is the best dessert in the world?
Gulab jamun.
Yay,
Oh,
gulab jamun!
We are best friends.
The garam gulab jamun.
yes.
The sheera, right?
Hello. I had it last night. Yeah.
Acha, what is this one pet peeve that you don't like, that annoys you a lot about people?
For example,
Anything, it could be the way they talk, the way they dress.
Dress.
ऐसी कोई habit होती है जो
जो
या
दूसरों
कोई
के बारे
ऐसा
में
word
annoying
होता है
What
you
irritates
That bothers you a lot.
bro, man, and these kind of slay words.
Oh, acha, using slangs like
Gen Z
bro,
words,
man.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Acha, you know, talking about gulab jamuns, I actually have something controversial to say. Can I?
Yeah, if it's appropriate.
I recently just found out that gulab jamuns are fried, you know, and then
Yeah, they're
dipped in
deep
the-
fried.
yeah,
And they're made of milk powder.
and then they're dipped in the sheera. So why do we do that? If something is fried, it needs to be crunchy. Why can't we just inject the sheera into them?
No, we can't inject
Yeah.
That's not how it works.
She wants to reinvent the wheel. ठीक है? She wants to reinvent the gulab jamun.
I want to reinvent gulab jamun, and they need to be crunchy. If something is fried and I'm getting all those calories in, you know, why is it soggy?
It's not
Because
soggy.
It's
This
mithai, na, mithai, it's supposed to be soft. I mean,
It's not a snack.
All right,
It's a
if
sweet.
anyone
इनको
out there
कभी
in the
जले हुए
world supports
गुलाब
me,
जामुन
please
खिलाएंगे,
reach out
वो
to
सब
me.
ये
We
तो
will
वो
start
बात
our
आप
own
करिए कि
petition.
पिज्जा को आप क्यों why do you bake it? Why don't you fry it? But you know you can do
No, but
anything.
I feel like my stance is that frying leads to crunchy, and I like crunch. So why
Yeah.
destroy the crunch?
Right,
change
right.
the recipe.
Who's-
Hello.
हाँ, गुलाब जामुन reinvent करें भी हमें नहीं पसंद ये रेसिपी. We don't like it. We don't like it.
हमारी host को पसंद नहीं आया ये.
Before we start a fight, Rafae, why don't you move on with the next?
Let's
trivia
move on to the questions, and I'm gonna move on to Zainab. Zainab, the funniest thing you've ever seen?
Funniest thing I've ever seen. I don't know, maybe Mr. Bean.
Mr. Bean?
Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
I love Mr.
A smell that reminds you of home.
My mother's dupatta.
Ah, the butter.
Same.
Yeah.
Something you always order at a restaurant.
Beef chili dry, I love
Beef
it.
chili dry.
Yeah.
Mm. A celebrity you'd love to meet.
Unfortunately, she's passed away, Ma'am Shaista Zaid. If I would have gotten the opportunity, I would have.
Legend. Right. A weird food combination you secretly love.
Oh, that korma with palau or biryani. That's like, or korma with zarda. Yeah, basically
Korma with
korma with
zarda.
zarda. Yes.
Yeah.
That,
I like it.
that is
I
what I
like
wanted
it.
to
Yeah,
say.
I've tried it.
That
You
is
like
what
it?
I what
Do you like it?
I
I
love it.
haven't tried it, but I love
That is
the
what actually I
adventurous
wanted to say.
palate.
Korma with zarda. It's actually yum, and I've tried
Yes,
it in
I've tried it.
Hyderabad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I don't know.
Zainab's
My
love,
taste
Rafe's
buds,
face.
my taste buds just don't
And
like
you
it
also
at
have
all.
to try
Have you
jalebi with
tried it?
ketchup.
Oh, what?
What?
Jalebi with
Wait,
Yeah, listen,
My
I'll
brother-
tell you the
That was
weird.
the most controversial
Jalebi
thing
with
ever
what?
said on
अभी
Jalebi with
आप
ketchup.
बताएं जी pineapple and pizza वो भी पसंद है आपको?
Ew! No, I don't like jalebi with ketchup. My brother, he since bachpan se he's been having that. But
Okay.
that's a weird
so you're
combination.
He
promoting
needs
it
help.
for him.
I think
Right?
he needs help.
No, if he says he likes it, I'm sure it is good.
Oh, I'm sure. Okay,
So you know
what?
a weird combination that I've tried. Oreo ice cream with French fries.
Oh,
You know, you take
My
the
daughter eats it all the time.
हाँ, but वो एक brand की है, वो we can't say that on air, but
know.
you know,
We
you
all know
dip
what
the
you're talking
French
about.
fry
Yes.
into the ice cream.
Yes.
It is actually
Yeah.
amazing.
Yeah.
Wow.
अच्छा,
It's
और
actually-
जिसकी आप बात करें अब वही fries और उन्हीं की like take the vanilla ice cream plain भी ये वैसे
Yeah, you know,
Actually,
I'll give
very
you
versatile
guys a
outfit.
hint. There's this food outlet, there's this franchise, a big franchise in F9 Park. उधर आप जाएं,
so obvious.
you go there and you take their fries and you dip it into the vanilla ice cream or the Oreo ice cream, and it's just out of this world. You know,
और
somebody.
बचपन में डोनाल्ड डक कार्टून से सबने देखे ही होंगे
हाँ. You know, another very you know, on point hint. So yeah,
You
let's.
can always reach out to us and let us know your favorite food combinations. And if you've ever tried Rafe's or Ma'am Rabia's or Zainab's food combinations.
Rabia Kiran. ठीक है?
Rabia
Rabia Kiran.
The
Remember
name
that
has to be
guy.
right.
Achha, so
Yes.
moving on. A
Yeah.
hobby you've always wanted to try.
I always wanted to try to learn boxing, and I did.
You did.
boss
Yeah, I
ladies, we
know
love
you
that.
did. And you know, Zainab actually is into mixed martial arts. She's into gym. She's you know, into fitness. So, you know, if she lands a punch on one of us, so we're going down, right?
We better stay clear of any.
Zainab, I'd love to spar with you sometime. Since
Done.
I'm also into MMA.
Done.
So we can, like glove up and we can, spar a
Done,
bit.
we
Yeah,
have
why
to do
don't
that.
you demonstrate on Rafae right now?
I think this is an Eid show. And
You don't want
it
any
has to-
injuries over here.
And he is a wonderful co-anchor of mine as well. I need to work with him.
Yeah. So, okay, your biggest fear.
Fear of losing my loved one. I am very bad at goodbyes or letting go. I'm not good at that at all. So
All
yeah.
right. A fictional character you relate to.
A fictional character that I relate to? None actually. I've never thought of that.
Ah.
No, not really.
Okay, so you can think about that. I'm going to
Okay.
come back to you. See? So let's move on to you now. A fictional character that you relate to.
What's yours?
I think I'm the one asking the questions here. So yeah.
See, मैंने भी कभी नहीं सोचा. I've never thought of it actually.
Yeah.
Okay, so
Apni
what's
ki
your
favorite
what's your biggest? Are you a fictional character?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Wait, I'm so sorry, I was
आप
lost.
अपनी अम्मी का सबसे favorite है?
Apni?
say that?
No,
Apni?
I said
Oh,
my
okay.
To her.
favorite
To
too.
her.
She
Okay.
thinks.
मुझे सबसे favorite too.
अच्छा सी. So
और
you
character भी हूँ.
so your biggest fear.
Oh, losing my loved ones.
I think that
Losing my
relates to
loved ones.
everyone.
I've
Yes.
lost a lot and I am not ready to lose anymore.
Yeah.
A word you mispronounced as a kid.
So I was supposed to, not as a kid actually, when I was
Yeah.
in university, and I wanted to say, which I knew कि मैंने ये बोलना है.
ये भी
that
stage
first
पे हुआ था?
impression, no, it was in the badminton court. I was
All
supposed
right.
to say, and all these girls, and I was trying to be like over. So I wanted to say, first impression is the last impression, ठीक है?
Yeah.
And मैंने बोल दिया, वैसे भी तो first expression is the last expression. And trust me, till date, इस बात को 25 साल हो गए, till date, whenever I see those friends, मेरे ना वो अंदर बैठ गया. So I bring up a topic or something जिसमें ये line use हो, and then I say the right one. वैसे भी, like first impression is the last impression.
So it's become your tagline, huh?
Oh Allah, my fear also. अब मुझे हर दफा when I say it, तो I'm like, am I saying it right?
So okay. So next question. A hidden talent that you have.
I'm very good at acting. I can be one of the best actors.
Really?
All of our
Yeah.
producers,
So-
It's like
anyone
inside
watching,
me.
you know.
Like inside me, this camera, and I'm a changed person. Like abhi, I was dead at home,
Huh.
but camera on, see how loud and how I have too much
Energy.
Energy.
Yes,
You want to let that out, channelize it into the camera.
I know I can do
हाँ,
that. Like,
हाँ,
and
ठीक
this
है.
is not even hidden. A lot of people know on my blog I mimic comedy reels.
ठीक है. Rabia and her Joshanda mug, and she's invincible.
I can actually attest to that. You came on one of our Ramzan transmissions,
Yes,
and I remember I was watching you from the corner, and you were so lively and so fun. So, today when I saw that you were coming as a guest, I actually got so excited. I said, okay, this person has so much energy, I would love to interact with them.
और हमने तभी प्लान कर लिया था इनका नाम तो हम खराब करेंगे ही करेंगे. अच्छा तो फिर ऐसा करते हैं ना कि since अभी आपने you brought this upon yourself. Since you've told us that you're a great actor and you're good at acting. So
That was a
why don't
hidden
you
talent.
right. So why don't you give us a mimicry of something, a scene maybe, or maybe
कौन
you
है
can
जिसने दोबारा मुड़कर मुझे नहीं देखा? Who is he? Pooh. आजकल मैं पू की वो सारी वो कर रही हूँ. The mimicry.
Oh, we love
Right,
that. We love
right,
that.
I love doing that.
So,
Or-
that establishes the fact that she can actually act, right?
Exactly, and any producers or anyone watching, you know who your next big heroine
हमारे भी
is.
चार बैठे हैं उधर पीछे कैमरे के.
Guys,
If you want to hire new talent,
Yeah.
we have the,
Maybe
Rabia,
we
Kiran over
recruited
there.
it for you.
Assalamualaikum.
चलें, so, अभी आपका ऑडिशन इधर ही कर लेते हैं.
हाँ.
सही है?
हाँ.
नहीं, ये आप अपना आप ये put this mug aside, इसको रख दें. और अभी आपका ऑडिशन है. This is your audition right here, right now. So many producers are watching. We have 4 behind the camera. ठीक है?
ये कुछ आसान सा बोलना ना पहला दिन. First expression is the last expression.
ऐसा करें, you know what you should do? We need you to recreate the scene when you fell on the, stage.
No. That's यार
so
देखो मेरा
mean.
माइक
Look at
शाइक
this
सब
man.
कुछ हिल जाएगा. ईद के देखो चूड़ियाँ ठीक है. पापा भी देख रहे हैं. कोई पता नहीं पापा भाई.
नहीं, you can fall, you can trip fashionably, na? That's fine.
Wait, I think our camera didn't catch that. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Or you could even choose to mimic an actor or anyone that you like. You can stand up, take your time, and just say 1 or 2 lines. You did the poo wala really nice. You can do another one, huh? You can. हाँ. Also, अच्छा. Oh, हाँ. Okay.
So you have to give me a line or something, ना वैसे मैं कैसे बोलूँ? ऐसे तो मुझे पू के ही
Okay,
dialogue
what about the
याद है।
movie that you mentioned?
Oh,
the
behind
actors of the
enemy
movie.
lines. That's a very serious kind of a Air Force wali movie.
Why don't you go for Dawn ko pakadna? Mumkin hi nahi, namumkin hai. You know, something like that. Let's give us that, yeah? चलें जी.
यार देखो
नहीं देखें. 3 cameras, camera आपके ऊपर. Listen, the camera's on you. 3, 2, 1, action.
आरके को पकड़ना मुश्किल ही नहीं नामुमकिन है.
Ten ten.
आरके वो भी डॉन क्यों?
So we got our own personal show happening for us.
Yeah,
We're the ones being entertained.
That's great. So let's move on to Fiona. Fiona, why don't you hit us with another melody?
Should I sing?
Oh yeah, you can go ahead and sing.
It's the song Die With a Smile. It's my very favorite. It's of Bruno Mars and Lady Gaga.
Go for it.
I just woke up from a dream where you and I had to say goodbye. I don't know what it all means, but since I survived, I realized wherever you go, that's where I'll follow. Nobody's promised tomorrow, so I'ma love you every night like it's the last night, like it's the last night. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you. If the party was over and our time on earth was through, I wanna hold you just for a while and die with a smile. If the world was ending, I wanna be next to you.
Wow, that was amazing.
God.
We have an upcoming singer who's going to take the world with a blast. That was amazing,
We were
Fiona.
honored to be in your presence. You know, you sang that so beautifully. Thank you so much.
More from you, but after a short break. Stay with us. Welcome back to all the viewers of PTV World HD. Today is the second day of Eid and you are watching our live Eid transmission, our live Eid Akhuwat transmission. With me is Eesha, Rehan, and Eesha. Today is the second day of Eid and we have been joined by some new guests that we have here.
Such lovely guests and such honorable and esteemed guests, I must say, who have a lot of experience, and we can't wait to dive in and introduce them. Why don't you go ahead?
So towards my left on the first side, we have Fatma Alvi, and she is our senior editor, and she started her career here at PTV as a producer. And then she transitioned into the desk editor.
A writer,
and now
yeah.
she is a very senior at her post, and she does an amazing job, you know, writing up and editing our news bulletins.
Yes.
So, Assalamu alaikum, Eid Mubarak, and welcome to the studios of PTV World HD.
Walaikum assalam, and thank you very much for inviting. And
You're
very
most
happy,
welcome.
And very happy Eid to all of you and my entire team of news.
No, you know, we are
Yeah.
so honored to have someone with so much experience and so much dedication like you, because you have been working at PTV for a long time. I think we were just trying to get it out of her. Okay, how long has it been since you've been working here? And she said, "Aise questions nahi puchte."
So, towards her left, we have Natalia Bakar, and I have pulled her out of her shift. She was doing her shift as the sports anchor, and she was dressed according to her shift. So, I was like, I need you on my transmission as a guest. कल ये मेरे साथ जो है co-host थी, आज ये जो है हमारी
This
guest
is
है.
what happens at PTV, that you know, one day you're the host, the other day you're the guest, and the third day you're an anchor sitting on the main desk and you're saying that आज ये हुआ, आज की news ये है. and stuff.
So,
We're
yeah.
so honored that you took our time to be with us, and we're gonna have a lot of fun.
We are.
Thanks a
we
lot
are.
for
And
inviting me.
next up-
And
Thank you.
we already know we have Fiona with us. She is a singer and she's an amazing violinist, and we've been mesmerized by some of her tunes before as well,
Exactly.
and she will be playing and singing for us
Even
now
more,
also.
yeah.
So why don't we dive into some questions and ask our
Our
guests
guests,
over here
yes.
that how their Eid is
Guys,
going.
tell us about your Eid. Let's start off with you, ma'am. We were talking to you before, and you mentioned that every Eid, since a long time, you have been spending every Eid at PTV World. How did that happen? Why did you transition into that?
Yes, of course. Since I joined PTV, I must tell you my success story, I must say. I'm very lucky and I'm very honored that I am with PTV. So since I joined PTV, I am on duty on every Eid.
Oh,
Yeah.
every
Wow,
Eid.
Yeah.
that's the
Such
dedication that you
dedication.
have for your job.
Dedication.
Yeah,
This is the dedication.
this is true loyalty as well.
Yes,
huh?
of course it is, and I'm happy on it.
Oh,
That-
wow.
Yes, of course I'm happy on it.
Of course.
So I am with you people. I'm
Aw.
spending Eid with you people, my friends and my colleagues. And
That
I'm so
means a lot
happy
to
on
us.
it.
Well,
we
I
are your
have
second home.
found ma'am as one of the most mild, the most gentle people on the desk whenever
Also
I
the
come
most
for my
humble.
shift. Most humble, and she's always very pleasant and happy. You know, a very pleasant face when you come to the desk, and everyone is like, "Ha, news ban gayi," but ma'am is like, "Yes, beta. Do you want to talk about anything? I'm there." So you're a very, very
Thank
pleasant
you
and
so
smiling
much for
face.
all-
You know,
mashallah.
that
Thank you
shows
so
true
much for all
experience
that.
as well. Because a lot of young people, we get too lazy and lethargic very
Yes.
soon. But, experienced people know how to keep up the energy and
जितना
they know how
इन्होंने
to be
energetically yes
professional.
बोला ना, I can tell that you get very lazy. Yes.
Well, I just had a cup of tea. Yeah. तो मैं उसके
we,
बाद
we
तो,
all had a
yes,
cup of
bye.
tea,
Has to
and
be energetic.
well, that was desperately required. How long? Since what time have you been here?
अभी इतना नहीं हुआ, but yeah, 2-3 hours.
2-3 hours. Well, I've been here since 2 p.m. Madam, how long?
But
have
I
you
will
been
be here till 10 ना, तो मतलब.
We have long working
Long
hours here
shifts.
at PTV.
So I think
So-
everyone's dedicated over here. Everyone
I think
is
it's not
truly
just
loyal.
yeah, exactly. And it's
Yeah.
not just PTV. I think the whole media industry
Yes.
is very hectic, and
Every festive event whichever comes, the media industry has to be on their toes.
You know,
Otherwise,
The media does
and
not
all the
sleep.
people are watching behind the screen, we're
Behind the
on this side of the
cameras.
cameras, and they're behind their screens at
Yeah.
at home, and they're all chilling with their family, and we are over here bringing this amazing transmission for all of you guys.
लेकिन हवा के दोष पे हम उनको सर्व कर रहे हैं. We are here on duty and they are at the home enjoying us.
Exactly.
And next up, we have Fiona on set, and I was very inspired to hear her story of how she started learning the violin. And in Pakistan, a lot of people get they discourage their children from pursuing a career in music. So I want to hear who supported you, who was the person who pushed you to go and dive into this talent that you actually have.
My whole family is supportive, but the main person into music is my father.
Oh.
Yes.
I think you mentioned he plays the piano, right? So you definitely got your talent from him. And Achha, let me know that have you guys ever had any Eid disaster in your house, right? So we have clothes, we have mehndi, we have jewelry, we have to travel. So anything last minute that happened that was unexpected, we want to hear about that.
well, if you ask from me, there was one Eid, I guess the last year Eid, when I did my henna myself. ठीक है?
Oh,
And
yourself.
It wasn't that. It was a very basic one, that goal, and all that sparkle thing. And I slept with it. ठीक है ना? So it just dried, and I slept with it. So what happened was that when I woke up, ठीक है, I have this habit of putting my hand under my face when I sleep. So there was a whole pattern when I woke up on the Eid's very first day. I had that
यार
pattern on my face.
एक मिनट रुके इधर जरा रुके मैं अभी इनको बताता हूँ अच्छा what did you expect कि सब ठीक होगा आप मेहंदी लगा के सो जाएंगी and everything's gonna be okay.
I was so tired, it had the long Ramazan and sleep deprivation, everything. So मैं कहा यार मेहंदी बस ये होगी जल्दी से पे I just had
So
to
you know
sleep.
something, this is a story that I've heard many times. A lot of girls
Yes.
I've witnessed have done this. Somebody in my own family has also done this multiple times. And there are people who actually, put up henna on their hands and they go
And
to
they
sleep.
sleep,
I find it
yes.
very weird, but चले एक और one more edition.
This is the excitement of Eid and
Yeah.
Yes.
Meethi Eid
Well,
rather.
I am very excited when it
like
comes
two
to
sides of a coin, it has its ups and downs.
Yeah.
But now we're excited. Acha, Fiona, since you are here, we would love to extract another song from you. You know, last time the whole set, we were all so tuned in, we were completely mesmerized. So why don't you go ahead and
अपना
another
जो है
song.
वो
Play us a
सिंगिंग
song.
और इंस्ट्रूमेंट का जादू मैम फातिमा को और
फिर से
नतालिया को
गाली
भी
देने।
दिखाएं चले
We would love to see.
Yes, sure, why not?
Of course.
Can I sing right
Of
now?
course.
Yeah,
Sure,
go
sure.
ahead.
Until I found him, I said I would never fall in love. Until I found him, I found you. Ooh. I said I would never fall in love until I found him. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into. I said I would never fall unless it's you I fall into.
Oh my God,
Wow.
that was
You
so
sing so
wonderful.
well.
And I think I said this again, I'll say it again. Whenever she sings or plays something, I feel like we all think about our first crush or our first love. So it's so deep.
We need a discussion then after.
Yeah, with our guests.
Something very surprising
Yes.
indeed, you know.
I think I spoke for all of us, guys.
every man or woman for themselves you know so, yeah.
But we
So,
are focused
Natalia,
on you.
so Natalia, let me come
Yes.
towards you. So how are you finding PTV world? You've just recently joined,
Yeah.
you're part of the family now.
Yeah.
So this is your first Eid over here
Yes.
at PTV. Well, it's my second Eid over here. So, you know, Eesha and yourself there, you're relatively new. So how are you finding the people here and the environment over here at PTV?
Well, the environment and people are amazing. All of them are very supportive, and especially when I came here as a newbie, I had no idea of so many things because I was a new person. And the people who were senior, including you, thank you very much. You guys helped me a lot in doing my sports bulletins, in correcting the pronunciations, and in dressing up. And the environment is amazing. Everyone is very supportive, helpful. As I've already said, that there are
I'm here in front of you.
smiling faces and pleasant faces like her. So environment is amazing. It's very positive, and people are very, but I have lost the word. If you have any one of the word you can add into it.
अच्छा नतालिया हमारी जो प्रोड्यूसर साहिबा है ना one of our producers वो पूछ रही हैं जी सबसे सपोर्टिव कौन रहा है who is the most supportive person
You can only name one. Wow, that answer was
Yeah, all of them. Amazing.
very clever answer.
yeah.
Thank you very much.
Acha,
So-
ma'am, since you have been working here for a long time, we want to ask about.
मैडम ने
how-
कहा है ना नहीं पूछना नहीं कहना बार-बार
You know, she actually started off as a producer here, and now
Yeah.
you have moved on to a serious post. So, about writing and making sure that the right content is passed on to our anchors. So, how was your transition like? Did you enjoy it? Do you miss the production side, or are you happy with where you are
You
now?
know, since it's a very responsible duty, it's a very responsible kind of job. Whether you are working as a producer, whether you are on the desk, whether you are on the panel, but it's a big responsibility. So you, as a producer, you must know what visuals are going on here.
Exactly.
And if you are on the desk, you must know each and every word you are giving your anchor to read and send it on air.
Exactly.
So it's a big responsibility
Yes,
because
yes.
it's a national media. So you have to give everything accurate and authentic.
Exactly.
it
You know,
is-
there's accountability, there's credibility, and we need
But you
to
have
be.
to you have to keep the trust of PTV.
Exactly, and you know, ma'am, because we're the state channel, we're the
Yeah, it is a
state
state
broadcaster.
channel,
A
yeah.
lot rides on our shoulders. The responsibility that we
yes, of
have,
course.
and the responsibility that we have towards the people, towards the audience out there.
Yes, of
And
course.
as
Because-
an anchor, I feel like that we do not use our brains when we are doing the bulletins. We are just reading whatever is in front
And
of
we
us. If
trust whatever is on
Yes,
the prompter, and what's on the
exactly,
prompter
exactly.
comes from on the news desk.
Comes from
the
ma'am
news desk,
herself.
the editors are on the news desk, and they are, you know, editing the news and making sure that the content that we bring to you on screen
Yes.
is the most credible and the most responsible.
Yeah.
क्योंकि कुछ गड़बड़ अगर हो गई तो बस फिर तो हो गई वो तो we are going to read the same thing whichever is coming in front of the prompter, so it's a huge responsibility, as you already said, that you have to be very precise with the words.
Well, Fiona, let's go towards you again. Let's come towards you. Why don't you play a tune for us on the violin?
I would love to have.
Yeah, we can't get enough of this.
Yeah, exactly.
We're milking everything we can out of her.
Okay, so make sure that you go, like a little bit longer. We want, like 2-3 minutes from you, right?
You know, I feel like in a few years she will be charging a lot and we'll be paying a lot for her
ये
concerts.
हमारे लिए आपने free है, ठीक है?
We need to hear as much as we can.
पहले
now.
बुकिंग
Go
करा
ahead.
लो हमारे
ऑटोग्राफ भी अभी ले लेंगे।
ऑटोग्राफ भी ले लो भाई।
चलें जी। Wow. And that was Ed Sheeran, right?
Yes.
Yes. Natalia, did you witness that?
Yeah.
Yes,
How
yes.
would
And
you like
Natalia,
it?
who did you remember?
I'll meet you afterwards
Ah,
when
we'll
I
get
can
to
have
that.
that whole night, whole day. Mashallah, so good with it. So good. It's
Exactly,
amazing. It's really
exactly.
nice.
And Fiona is just 14 years old, and she
I
has
can
a
see that.
great, bright future in front of her.
Mashallah, mashallah. Amazing.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
Just
we
keep
were
pursuing
so
this,
glad
it's
to
so
have all of you as guests over here, and thank you for taking out time and being here and being part of our Eid, basically, because we
Yes,
couldn't
of
be with our
course.
family, so you were our family today, and we appreciate that a lot. A big salute to you guys.
Thank you very
Mwah,
much.
mwah.
Thank you for inviting us. Well, we are so happy to be,
Yeah.
sitting here and sharing this
Exactly.
conversation with you.
Well,
We
Natalia,
have such beautiful hosts.
we'll have more discussion coming up, but after the 8 p.m. news. Let's go for the news. Welcome back to all the viewers of PTV World HD. You are watching the special Eid Akhuwat transmission. Today is the second day, and we have in the studios Miss Fatma Alvi. She's our senior editor. We have Natalia Bake, who is busy on her phone. And that is so rude. And we have Fiona with us. She is a violinist and a singer. And before we went on for the news break, we were having some chit chat and we were discussing the things that we do on Eid. But now we
Now we have a special segment
yes,
for them,
we
which
have
are
a game.
trivia questions.
And you all have been given a board, which is on your side, so that pick it up.
You can pick up the board.
Just before starting that segment,
Yeah.
I must tell you, Eesha, as we were discussing before coming to the set, and you were asking me about my Eid preparations and experiences. And the Eid I spent in Nottingham, all alone, was a bit different for me because I was there for my studies, and I was all alone over there. My family was here in Islamabad, and that was the Eid I missed everyone.
Wow. So, you know,
Eid
Pakistan,
is
the
all
Eids that
about
we have
family.
in our home city, in our own
Exactly.
country, are obviously very different
Very
than what we
different,
have.
that.
very
in-
interesting,
the
very
Eids that we have.
festive, and you all are, the entire family is together, you know.
It
You know
was so
what?
interesting to hear about your experience, ma'am.
Yeah.
And let's move on with the game.
Yes,
and then
sure.
we'll dive
Let's
back
pick
into
up our
the game,
boards.
okay?
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
So, Eesha, why don't you go first?
All right. Never have I ever left my Eid shopping till the last minute on Chand Raat.
So, never have I ever, it works like this कि भाई जो सवाल होगा फिर आपने yes या no आपके boards पे है कि भाई वो आपने किया या नहीं किया. So, if
ठीक
you've
हो
done
गया.
it, you say yes. If you haven't, then you say no.
Yeah.
So,
So never have I ever left my Eid shopping till the last minute at Chand Raat. No. Okay, you
you're
can
always
all
very
lift
well
it up.
prepared, so
You can
all
lift
of you
it up.
together.
No,
No,
and
no,
wow, we
wow.
all have such professionals over here. That's great to see. All right, and the next question is: never have I ever argued with a shopkeeper for reducing bangle prices or cloth prices. No, I think
No, that is a lie. That is a lie.
I'm very bad with
bargain.
arguing. I'm very bad with that. Bargain नहीं होता मुझसे. So
हाँ,
yeah,
you know,
That's
with
a
me
lie.
too. The shopkeeper tries to haggle the price, and my mom's trying to make it lower. And then I say, no, Mama, ठीक है, कुछ नहीं होता.
Mom
हमको
is
लेने दे,
so
पैसे
good
लेने
with
दे.
bargaining. I can't bargain. No, it's a no.
Wow. Okay.
अच्छा,
So,
all right, huh? Okay, go on.
so moving on to some questions regarding some social interactions, right? So, never have I ever run into an old school friend at an Eid event and completely forgotten their name.
Yes! Oh my God! All three are yeses.
You know, I
We
am
would
also
love to
guilty
hear
of
about
this. If
these
I had a board, it would be also saying yes. I am also guilty of this.
Yes.
Moving on. Never have I ever refused an old Eid outfit because no one saw me in the in that one last year.
Yes. No. What about
So-
you, ma'am? Yes. We have an honest answer.
Never have I ever overshared during an Eid transmission and instantly regretted it.
No.
No, no, no.
No.
पहली
You
है
know,
ना
we love
आपकी?
our candidates.
So yeah, let's with
Thank
that
you for
we are
being
gonna
so
be.
candid and sharing your experiences with us.
You're
We really
welcome.
appreciate it.
Thank you so much, Miss Fatma. Thank you so much, Natalia.
You're
Thank you so
welcome.
much, Fiona, for joining us. And it was a pleasure to host all of you. And it was amazing to delve into your Eid routines and your lives.
Thank you so much. It was a pleasure being here. So
No, we are
kind of
so
you.
honored. Thank you
We're
very
so
much.
honored and very happy Eid to everyone who's seeing us at home and everybody in the office as well.
Well, Eid Mubarak to
sweet,
everyone
Yes.
at home. Eid Mubarak to everyone at PTV World. We're going to move for the remaining part of our show.